Hello everyone, Spud here, and in today's video I want to talk to you fine folks about PC gaming and the perceived price it seems to have, especially among the console crowd. Now, it's been going around for a couple of years actually that people seem to think you need like $1,000 or more into a PC just to get a good system. And while yes, for $1,000 you can get a fantastic system, you really can. You can get one that will kick ass. You don't need to spend that much. You really don't. To get a system that can run games in 1080p and on Ultra. I have a friend who just this summer spent $555 on a system that can run any game he's throwing at it, including Battlefield 4, including Star Wars Battlefront, including things like, let's see, what else does he play? Elite Dangerous, MechWarrior Online. They can run all these stuff in Ultra 1080p just fine. Evolve Stage 2, that one too. Very high preset, he went just fine. How did he do that, you ask? Well, he got a few parts used from a guy he knew and trusted, and that's actually a really good way to do things if you're on a budget. Performance degradation is a thing, but it's not quite the same. It doesn't quite happen in the same way that you would think. Moving on from this, though, I mean, really, if you have a budget of around $650, let's take a look. If you actually were going to buy a console, a next-gen console on launch day, back in 2013, say Xbox One, so that's $500 right there. You want to buy a game, $60 right there. Then you got to pay for Live for a year. It's another $50. I mean, you're already getting up into that same price range. Yes, it's a little bit more. The price of entry for one of those systems, I would say, it's still a bit higher than console. In the long run, you will save money because you can save money on games using services such as G2A, Kinguin, and Steam sales, Origin sales, stuff like that. Then you can also save money by just not having to pay any recurrent fees to own your system and play online with it. Unless you're playing, let's say, EVE Online, which requires a subscription, there are no services like that just to use your system. And so you can save money right there. In the long run, you can keep your system up to date and in better shape using upgrades every 4 or 6 years, and you can still beat out a console every step of the way. Consoles are rather anti-consumer if you actually look at them objectively. They're closed market ecosystems, which means you're only able to do what your developer, what your company says is okay. And PC is the opposite. It's an open ecosystem. Everyone has free reign. Everyone can adjust their own settings. Everyone can tinker with their own files. And while yes, having an open ecosystem has a bit more inherent risk, I mean, PCs are less secure than consoles. Even though that is a factor, it's still so incredibly, there's such an incredibly small chance that something would actually happen to you that wouldn't happen to you anyways, that is not really even something that you should take into account, because the pros far outweigh the cons. They do. You can get much better price performance on a PC rather than a console. Further, I mean, right now actually have to reduce prices. They do a pretty good job. I'm just gonna say that they do. But if you spend, I would say, 3 hours a day, if you can say you spend 3 hours a day playing video games, in at least I say at least one of those hours is usually not with friends, PC gaming is probably for you. The reason I mention that is because if you are only playing your console because of your friends on that console, then that's a very fine reason for owning one. Get a system where you can spend time with your friends and with people you like. That's a good way to buy something. It is. But if you're if you just play games because you like games, then honestly a PC is the better choice. If you're, say, getting a system for someone younger, I mean, say someone around 14 years old, get them a console. It's less likely that they will break something by trying to overclock it or get a virus. But if you're a responsible person and you can handle a system that gives you way more options, yes, including the option to break it, then I mean, a PC is a better system for you. It just is. When you're using a PC, you're in control. There's no corporation telling you what you can and can't do. Well, except for, laws and stuff like that. But even then, you're in control. When you're on a console, you're getting everything that you get is run through a company first. And remember, a company's first goal in mind is to extract money from your wallets. And as nice as they may be, that's still their end goal. So you shouldn't put your entire hobby in their hands. It makes no sense to me. Let's say, for example, you can find a current build for $650. Let me pull it up here. That has an RX 480 in it, an i5 6500 at 3.2 gigahertz. It's a quad-core processor, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and a 1 terabyte hard drive for $625, and that will stomp any console currently on the market. And the cool thing with the board included and with the video card included is if you if you crossfire those 480s, you can get very close to 1080 performance. Not quite there, but very close. And 1080 is a fantastic card. I should know. I have one. And you're still going to be going in for a pretty damn good price. The initial buy-in, I would say, unless you're really going for a budget low-end system, is going to be higher than the console. But in the long run, you're going to be way better off, guys. Anyways, that's all I had to say in today's video. If you like consoles, nothing against that, I understand. But I think if you're just a savvy consumer, PC is the way to go. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.